A single squeeze of your hand may say more about how long you will live than your blood pressure does. Not a scan, not a lab panel, just a grip. In 2015, researchers led by Darrell Leong published a study in The Lancet that surprised even them. They had followed almost 140,000 adults across 17 different countries. The project was called PURE, the Prospective Urban-Rural Epidemiology Study. Its scale meant this was not a fluke from one clinic or one culture. It was a pattern showing up almost everywhere. Here is the finding that made headlines. For every 5 kilograms of weaker grip strength, the risk of dying from any cause was roughly 16% higher. And it was not only about the heart or the lungs in isolation. In that dataset, grip strength predicted cardiovascular death more strongly than systolic blood pressure did. This is an observational association, not a promise. Squeezing a device harder does not magically extend your life. But grip is a signal, and the signal is remarkably honest. So why would a handshake carry that much information? Because grip is a cheap, fast proxy for the strength of your entire body. Grip strength tracks closely with the strength of your legs, your core, and your total muscle mass. Test one, and you get a window into the whole system. It also reflects something deeper than muscle alone. It reads your nervous system, how effectively your brain recruits and drives your muscle fibers. That is why doctors have started treating grip as a simple functional vital sign. Low grip tends to travel with frailty, longer hospital stays, and slower recovery from surgery and illness. In later life it can mark the difference between independence and dependence. The ability to open a jar, carry groceries, or push yourself up out of a chair. To understand why strength matters so much for aging, we have to talk about what quietly disappears from your body starting in your 30s. From roughly your 30s onward, adults slowly lose muscle mass if they do not train. This age-related loss has a name, sarcopenia. And it accelerates if you ignore it. But mass is not even the fastest thing you lose. Muscle power, force multiplied by speed, fades earlier and quicker than raw strength. Andy Galpin often frames power as the first thing to go. Power is what catches you when you trip. It is what climbs a flight of stairs 2 at a time, and what stops a stumble from becoming a fall and a broken hip. Muscle is not just for movement. It is metabolically protective. It stores glucose, supports insulin sensitivity, and helps guard your bones and joints. Think of muscle as longevity currency. It is the body's largest reservoir of resilience, the reserve you draw on to survive an illness, an injury, or a hard surgery. Now here is the genuinely reassuring part. Unlike your age or your genes, strength is one of the most controllable dials you have. And it stays trainable at any age, including in your 70s and 80s. So how do you actually measure this? The gold standard is a hand dynamometer, a device that gives you a number in kilograms. Test both hands, take the best of a few hard squeezes. Rough low-risk reference points often cited are around 40 kilograms and up for men, and 25 and up for women. But these are age-adjusted and individual. Your trend over time matters far more than a single reading. No dynamometer? You have practical field tests at home. The first is a simple dead hang. Grab a sturdy bar and time how long you can hold on. The second is the farmer's carry. Pick up something heavy in each hand and see how far and how long you can carry it. These give you a baseline you can retest anytime. Once you know your number, the good news is that grip and whole body strength respond to the same training. You do not need anything exotic. Train strength 2 to 3 times a week. Heavy compound lifts do most of the work, deadlifts, rows, pull-ups, and loaded carries. Grip strengthens as a side effect of loading the whole body. Add a little direct grip work. Dead hangs, more carries, and simply lifting heavier while holding the bar without straps. Carries have a bonus, they build your core and your posture too. Do not train only slow strength. Add some fast, explosive efforts each week, jumps, throws, and quick lifts. This is how you defend the power that fades first. Consistency beats heroics. Steady progressive overload, adding a little load or a few seconds over the weeks, outperforms occasional brutal sessions you cannot repeat. And do not forget the raw materials. Enough protein and enough sleep are what let your body actually build the muscle you are asking it to build. Step back and the picture is clear. Building and keeping strength is one of the clearest, most controllable levers you have for a longer health span. Strength protects your independence, your metabolic health, and your resilience decades ahead. Grip is simply the easy dial you can read today. This is education, not a cure or a guarantee. So here is your homework. Test your grip and your carry this week, and write the number down. A real baseline, not a guess. Then lift heavy, carry heavy, hang from a bar, and add a little explosive work. Retest every few months and watch the trend. Remember, strength is trainable at any age. If you want to measure your strength properly and turn it into a real plan, learn more at longevity-performance.da. Know your baseline, train the trend, and keep your grip on the years ahead. This drove. Decode your body, and extend your prime.